Hadouken! Bazinga! Okay, I see. Oh shit, where's my phone? It's on the back of the car! Good morning, everybody. It's been a while since you've seen the 350Z. So we actually had True Rally a couple of weeks ago, and I actually lent the 350Z to a friend. He's been on every single rally and his Civic broke, so we actually lent the 350 to him and he took it on the rally. So it's been a long journey for the past couple of weeks, but it's also meant I've not had a chance to do any modifications to it, so I didn't want to risk it not being roadworthy. But so the last thing we did in the 350, I can't even remember what the last thing we did, but nonetheless it is here, and there's one thing that really annoys me about the car at the minute, and basically it's got a massive exhaust block and it sounds horrendous. I'm not sure where it's coming from, but I've got a full catback exhaust inside. So we're going to be putting that on, or at least attempting to putting that on today. This is the stock exhaust, and I have no idea how bad the bolts are. Well, I do know they're terrible. And I'm hoping that the blow is like what we're going to be changing, because a part of me thinks the blow might be on the cats themselves. So I've actually got a drift day. Well, there's a drift day at Santabod in November the 9th, and I really want to take this. Sorry, I'm going to take this, but I need to book it. There's a few in October, but they're all on weekends, and I'm just busy every single weekend the drift days on, so I'm a bit annoyed. But that means we've got maybe like 2 or 3 more weeks to get this ready for the drift day. It badly needs some more locks. I've ordered something to do with that. I've ordered some more angle. Well, it's easy as that. Angle, please, send. Hopefully the big jack gets right underneath and I can just go straight off the diff in one simple consecutive movement. But Jake, I am going to out you, mate. Remember when I got the wheels refurbed in the last video? Look what Jake did! It's a good thing about the 350s is once you kind of jack up the side, you can get underneath. And there's that bit there and the diff which sticks down, and that allows you to get the car like super high. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just actually start the car up and try to see where that leak is actually coming from on the exhaust. My guy did give us one of these new, whatever you want to call it, Y pipe things with new flexes. So if it is leaking from the flexi, we do have another one of these as well. Okay, I can feel it. It's coming from what I was just talking about there. There's a massive hole here. Feel it. It's really bad actually. Okay, so I've just come to check this other one to make sure that this one's not blowing and we're not putting, you know, this same pipe on that's broke. If you have a look here, you might not be able to see on camera, but there is holes, there's cracks and holes along the same place. So I'm going to need, looking like, I'm going to need an aftermarket one of those. It's the only way to do that. But for the time being, what I might just do is I might just change what I've got today, which is the catback or that Y piece bad, because them bolts there, like the main thing about doing an exhaust is just dealing with terrible rusty old bolts. That's the hardest thing. So if I can do all that today and put on the Jap Speed exhaust, it's a Jap Speed one, I know, rich and famous, one of the best. But if I can just get off the main exhaust today, put the Jap Speed one on, and then deal with the bolts, have the stress today, and then try to source another one of those Y pipes, or maybe even just get an aftermarket Y pipe. The issue is I don't want it to be too loud. I don't think 350s are the nicest sounding cars in the world, so I don't want it to be too loud, and the Jap Speed one I've got inside is already a little bit grey area going to be too loud. So, but first things first, other than I am a realist, let's WD-40 every single fucking bolt on here. Okay, so on the stock exhaust, it looks like it's just bolted here to the Y pipe, and then it looks like it's just one system all the way back with like maybe 1, 2, 3, like 4 hangers, whereas in the new system I do believe it's bolted at the end on each side as well to make it a bit easier getting in. So I think we're going to try and unbolt this here. Famous last words. Look how rusty this brace is, by the way. You need to get it changed, this W brace. So what is that, maybe a 13mm? Let's try 13. Let's hope these come off. Jesus Christ. In this situation for rusty bolts, do not use the 12 points, but just get a 6 point and then put it on a reducer. Ah shit, it's a deep 30. I'm all alone now, boys. I'm gonna have to use this 12 point. I don't know what Joker's pissing about with me here, but that is not a 13 and it's not a 14. And it's not rounded because I can fucking see it. What the fuck, man? Right, I'm trying to whack on a 13, but it's just the angle of it is just it's impossible. The angle of it is actually impossible. I can get it on, but then there's no way I'm fitting a hammer in here. The only logical thing to do is to take off this W brace. So, wish me luck, guys. And then hopefully I just whack a 13 on there. But this is like literally not doing anything anyway. I'll probably just be able to just pull it off here. I'm being extra careful with this. Oh. Oh. Oh, that feels alright, you know. Okay, so we've unbolted those 2 bolts. So I think we're just going to leave that W brace off. But Lee, what about all the structural integrity of the car that you're going to lose with this brace off? Think about it like this. It can't be rotten if there's no metal to rot. Rust delete. Nah, I am joking. I will buy another W brace at some point. So now we should be able to hammer on a 13 and get this off, and we'll actually be able to pull the exhaust off a lot easier now, hopefully. Okay. Let's see. Hadouken! Bazinga! Oh. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is my secret weapon in times like this. This is the end of a bicycle seat post. It just gives you a little bit of extra leverage when you can't get a ½ inch in there. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, that's gonna 100% snap. Okay, so I've just ordered a Y pipe for this. It was like 100 quid, so it's not too bad. And it comes with like new bolts and new gaskets and stuff. So I'm probably gonna have to grind that off. And I wouldn't be surprised if I've got to grind off the cats and use new bolts in there as well. But that's probably the best, just so I know it will have all new bolts the whole way through. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to take the back of the exhaust off, because that means that if I do have to drive the car, it's going to just be like from the Y pipe with like no hangers or anything. So it's good. It basically it'll make the car almost undrivable. So I'm going to leave it there, and then just going to do the whole exhaust in one next time, because at least I know now that I'm probably going to have to grind everything off. But what I do need to do badly on the 350Z, the last time we changed the brakes, the handbrake is now way off. So the handbrake just does not engage at all, which is not good, because if I do want to do any handbrake entries, I don't have one. And also 2, I need to keep remembering to put the car in gear before it rolls off. So I've literally just remembered why it's in the air. We're going to get the back wheels off, and we're going to try to fix that handbrake. And I'm pretty sure you just put a screwdriver in, you know, and turn it till it locks up. So it might be a little bit annoying, but it is something that we need to do, because, as I said, I want my handbrake, yo. Okay, so let's just pull the wheel off. Now I'm praying and hoping that we should be able to see a little hole on the brake disc, and through there we should be able to kind of crank up the winder, a handbrake adjuster, and just do it each side at a time. Now I know I did these little bastards tight, because worst nightmare is one of these coming off when you're driving, because if there's a wheel nut you can kind of just come in and tighten it again, but these things you wouldn't even know. They'd be safe than sorry, guys, which is why I spend half the time underneath the car just on a jack without no fucking goggles. So I'm in gear at the minute, so let's just crank it out of gear. It's going to be hard to spin these because welded diff life, but we should be able to see the adjuster through here. It's going to be really hard to show you guys on camera. There's no way you guys are going to see this, but in here there's like a cog. There's a little cog mechanism, and there's like little ribs, and you should be able to go in and spin them. Okay, so there's a little cog in there. Right now I've just got the handbrake down, it's completely off, and I've been turning the clog one way trying to lock the wheels up, so I know which way tight and which way is loosen. And now it's not fully locked up, so I'm going to go a little bit more. So I'm going to fully lock the wheels when the handbrake's down, and then loose them off like 5 clips till it's free, and then hopefully that'll be enough. But this is getting quite tight now. I'm just going to go a little bit more until I literally cannot turn the wheel. But this is getting really tight now, which says to me it's not gonna, yeah, so that should be locked. Ugh. I'm gonna loosen them off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I've loosened them off about 5 clicks. So let's just put the handbrake up. Now this should be tight. Ugh, that's good news. So I might just So I need to replicate on the other side. It was basically full tight and then around 4 clicks off. So we've got full movement there. So let's go and replicate it on the other side. Yeah, okay, so they both go the exact same way. They both push them down to the bottom of the car, and that's how you tighten them. That's about right. So let's pull the handbrake up. Oh, that's nice and tight, that now. Okay, so that's pretty much it with the 350 today. I've not really got that much time to do anything else. We're actually taking the Merc down to Cuba's this afternoon, and we're getting it painted. So you have to see how the video comes out like that. The 350, I needed to do that so bad, but I'm just going to wait for an exhaust. We've got a few more mods coming this week as well, but I'm going to Spain on the weekend, so they're going to be next week. Here is the wiring loom for the 190e. It's still just sat in the boot of my car. We were having a bit of an issue with the 190e build, and I was worried that I would have to stop it and just give up. Luckily I've persisted and I've persevered, and we're not going to. So it is going ahead. It is fully going ahead. I have done a Patreon video talking about the whole reasons of the issues that we've been having and stuff. So if you want to go and be a patron, I've started to kick my ass in gear with being a patron. I'm going to be doing 2 or 3 videos. I'm going to be doing videos on Patreon every 2 or 3 days, and we're going to be going back to the monthly giveaways, and I'm going to start doing the stickers again. I need to kick up the arse. I've been slacking with Patreon a lot. I used to put a lot more time into it, and I have become a little bit complacent. So head over to Patreon. It massively supports the channel, but I'm just trying to get all this wiring loom into this bag. We might need a couple. Well, we can't need a couple because it's all one fucking loom. So I'm literally trying to put it in like a snake. I'm just working it in like a literal snake. So I might need 2 bags side by side, because we had no idea what we need to take out. But yeah, I'm going to try and put this in because I can't have it lying in a boot like that. So let me see how many bags I need. There we go, 2 whole bags of wiring and ECUs. I'm just sat here having a Twix, and look at this disgusting thing just constantly staring at me. I must admit though, the more I look at this car, the more it's a good shaped car. It's a good looking car, isn't it? Especially the front here. I like that. Just need to sort the arch out the back. I have actually, what we're doing for the next couple of videos is I have told patrons this as well. We're going to be wrapping it. We're going to be wrapping it, and we're going to be wrapping it ourselves. So I've already ordered some vinyl. It should be here like tomorrow or something. So next week, me and Cobra are going to give a go wrapping it ourselves. So that's going to be hilarious. Oh, look. Hi. Right, what we'll do is we'll pack up, and then we'll take it for a spin and see how good the handbrake is. And yeah, I don't think you've been for a POV drive in this for a while. But yeah, let's take it for let's clean up, take it for a bit of a spin, a little POV drive, and let's test out the handbrake. Right, here we go. I do actually like this car, you know, like I really actually do like it. And the weirdest thing, like, let me show you it now actually. People who say these things are bad on fuel, like, I mean, it's 33.4 at the minute average. Like on the motorway, this gets like 36 to the gallon. Like it's almost as good as my bloody Audi on fuel. Okay, I mean, it doesn't really seem to be, ow, I just doesn't really seem to be doing much. I mean, maybe it's good enough to stop the wheel in my hand, but I don't think it's anywhere near strong enough to be actually working as a decent handbrake, to be honest, whatsoever. So maybe I need to go tighter. I mean, it will be, I mean, if we keep it long enough and we actually do proper drifting and stuff, then I will be getting a hydro in here. But yeah, I mean, it stops the car. No, it barely even stops the car. Like, look, I'm still driving. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I think we need to do it tighter. Right, handbrake on. And see if we can push it. Now. Oh shit, where's my phone? It's on the back of the car. Oh my god, my new phone. So the next time the rear wheels are off again, I'll tighten it a little bit more, but I'm not going home doing all that again just to tighten it a little bit more, because we're going to be doing coilovers and stuff sometime soon anyway. So for the time being, guys, it's going to be the end of the video here, because I've got to go and charge my cameras and get ready for the next video, which I'm filming in about an hour. So I love you all, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one.